I'm in Jinotepe at the moment. It's a town about 800 meters above sea level, about 2 hours from San Juan, which every time I come here I think is the most overrated place in Nika. Might be alone with that, thinking that, but last time I come here it was quite amazing because Ipica was here. Ipica means equestrian in Spanish, and the city, all these streets were loaded with people and bars and parties and music and horses during the Spanish Step. If you haven't seen the Frisian horses during the Spanish Step, I'd recommend you have a look at this on YouTube. It's quite astonishing. But the Ipica festival is something that was it's become very ingrained with Nika from the early Spanish days, and every city basically hosts this festival once a year. And I just happened to come in here last time and just accidentally lobbed into one of the biggest festival bucket list events of the year. So I'm back here today and it's very, very tranquil. I've come up to have a look at a property that I've got another chance of acquiring that I thought had slipped through my fingers through a owner that decided to be a dick and double the price, basically saying fuck you to me and anyone buying the property. But lo and behold, yesterday I got told that it's available again, so I rushed back up here because it took my heart last time, as well as this town. So it's a nice contrast with what I'm going to show you now. There's just this beautiful church here that it may not even be open, but it's just really, really gorgeous. So now that it's a lot quieter, I thought I'd run you through the park in the center of Jinotepe. Jinotepe belongs to the region of Nika called the Karatsa region that has about 200,000 people, and it's got some of the best soil in the country, certainly over the southern end. And the weather is just beautiful here. I just come up here and it's like 7 or 8 degrees cooler, which makes a lot of difference. It's amazing how Nika seems to do flashy without being trashy or overstated. It's quite amazing how they have this really conservative, understated way of just purely being beautiful and just showing their style without being in your face. Look at this beautiful thing here. I've never walked up here yet, so let's walk up here. But it's in the middle of the park. It's just very simple, understated fusion of old and new. And people just come here to hang out. I've just had a 3-pound tomahawk steak, and I actually ate that. It's a bit embarrassing. And then I can come here and I can have a fritanga, which is like a traditional Nika food, for like a few dollars. So this place I just think is just so incredible. Every time I come here I fall more in love with it. But I'm staying in a beautiful like Spanish colonial Airbnb tonight, about 5 minutes walk from here, and I've just arrived. Look at this beautiful tree. Look at this. These trees are everywhere here. This is just a place where people hang out every night of the week. It's really interesting to see it in a whole different light now. So I'm spending the night here. I've got a meeting tomorrow. Well, my agent has a meeting tomorrow with the owners of the property, and I'm feeling it's really weird because I've never felt more relaxed about this. The last 6 months have been really, really stressful between trying to find a region to live that kind of encompasses everything that I kind of want in a property. A lot of people just come here from all the corners of the world, and they've got a very simple idea. They might have families, and they just lob into San Juan del Sur as kind of an entry point, and they never kind of leave. They find their own kind. They find comfort in the foods that are available, and the fact that more than a third of the population is white, so they can relax on the Spanish. They can relax knowing that a lot of their boxes are ticked as far as food, and the weather's, well, for 6 months is kind of good, but so they just move into gated communities, or they form these little enclaves outside of town, or they just start a yoga fucking studio or something, you know. Do I sound a bit angry there? So glad to be out of there. But my brief is kind of different. My brief is I want to have a farm. I want to have something of tangible security moving forward. And up here the soil is really, really good. The soil in San Juan is terrible. Yeah, it's got good beaches, but the whole of Nica it's got fantastic beaches. I just love the weather up here. I want to be able to start a restaurant here. I want to be able to immerse in real Nica culture here. And I feel I can do that here. Yeah, it's not a social... I won't be able to be associable with white people here, but I know they're here, and I know they're probably going to be high value because they really, really respect the culture. They're not here to hide away amongst secure gates with security guards. They're here because they just want the real, authentic Nica culture and experience. And up places, well, everywhere out of San Juan del Sur, you can kind of have that. Here's strategically fantastic because it's got it's only about 40 minutes from the capital, hour and a half from San Juan. I've got lots of good friends down there I would like to keep in touch with. And it's kind of once again half hour from Granada, hour from Leon. It's up nice and high. It's half an hour from the coast. So yeah, this place is, I don't know, each to their own. But for me, it just offers a lot. And every time I come back here, I feel this is the reason that I travel, and these are the places that I look for. And while in the past I would always stay for a little while and always have an exit point, it's kind of the brief changes when you contemplate spending the rest of your life in a place. And my friends are kind of shocked when I say that, you know, yeah, this is it for me. I think that's enough. I'm not 20 anymore, and I say to people that this is. They say, what's it like? And I say it's kind of halfway between the first world and the third world here. You can dip and dive. I got pulled over by the police today for not having a fire extinguisher, and it cost me $16 American to get out of that. And if I had have been in the mood to play around and play the game a bit more with them, it probably would have been half of that. But the thing is, you got the option. You don't have to give up your holiday pay whenever you get pulled over for not having a seatbelt on or something, you know. So yeah, I think this place, I think it's just really, really remarkable, and it's fitting that it's going to finish with a dog too, because Nica is all about dogs, and I'm going to have a dog soon too. I just bought a dog, and I picked that up in 3 weeks' time. So nothing says stability and commitment to a country than buying a dog, does it? So so that's it. I just wanted to share that little piece with you. The weather here is just gorgeous. It's the middle of August. It would be hot in San Juan here. It's just absolutely perfect. So yeah, I think I've kind of let you know that I'm really in love with this place. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Ciao.